body bags were whore lies.
Who is this irresistible creature who has an insatiable love for the dead?
Hey guys, happy Thursday, this is your fright chick speaking. Okay, so this week I am doing a film which, oh man, I've had for about 2 years, didn't get around to watching it. I am doing The Happiness of the Katakuris. It is Asian week and my lighting looks a bit weird. I know the camera's shit, but I bought myself one of those LED light bulbs so I can have a party in my room whenever I feel like it. So yeah, I've just left it on blue. Okay. So yes, Happiness of the Katakuris. Now, I literally just watched this. Where the fuck do I start? Okay. Holy shit, this film is a mind fuck. Now, I went on Wikipedia just to see what the description of this film is. Like, what genre does this film fit in? And yeah, it is classed as a horror film because I didn't get that for a while. But it's classed as a comedy, musical comedy horror, which fits it perfectly because it freaking is. It's so strange, it's messed up. It's like, if you guys remember that that song Black Hole Sun by Soundgarden, I think it was. It's like The Sound of Music meets the music video for Black Hole Sun. Okay, that's all I could think of when I was watching this. But I'm not slacking it off. I kind of like it. I actually did not know what I was expecting. I read the back of it, thought this sounds great. I didn't realise this shit was surreal, okay? And I like surreal films, but I didn't realise just how fucking random this film was going to be. I didn't know there was musical numbers in it either. But yes, there are musical numbers in this and super awesome interpretive dance sequences and some claymation, which is disturbing as shit. At the very beginning of the film, you have about 5 minutes. There is the first 5 minutes of the film before we get into the actual story. I don't have a clue what the first 5 minutes had to do with anything. Claymation, little demon thing, ripped out some girl's uvula. It was really weird. It was really weird and it disturbed the crap out of me and I didn't like it. But then we got into the film. The basic premise of this movie, before I start rambling for fucking England, basic premise of this film is we have the Katakuri family. We have 4 generations living under one roof. We have a grandfather, we have the mum and the dad, the 2 grown-up children, and then we have a little girl who is the daughter's daughter. I can't remember all their names and I probably couldn't pronounce them either, but yeah, I won't even bother giving it a go. So they're all living under one roof because the dad's been laid off from his job and he decided to use his redundancy pay to buy a kind of bed and breakfast, like a big house in the countryside, but he built it on a spot that he believes is going to make them rich because he has some intel that there will be a big road built right across where they are, so that when the road is built they'll get tons of tourists and people staying there and they'll be rich. But at the moment everyone's fed up because there's no guests, there's nothing going on. They're all, you know, you follow them all as a collective, but they do all kind of have their own little side plots, which is quite fun. Especially the daughter, that's fucked up. So, the whole movie is pretty much just about this family trying to stay positive under the fact that every time they do get a guest, which is not many, but there are some guests that show up to their bed and breakfast in this film, and they all die. They all die of like random things. Murder, accidents, suicide, like volcanoes. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely insane and I freaking loved it. So yeah, every time someone dies, they're like, we can't tell anybody. You can't tell someone. We have to bury this body and just like act like they never showed up here. Because if someone finds out that our tiny little B&B has a fucking death in it, no one's going to stay here. So after the first time, they're really shaking, they're really panicky. But when they actually find the body, it was fantastic. It was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. It was this really awesome interpretive dance thing when they all discovered the body and burst in the room. I would watch this shit again just to watch that scene. I've watched that scene over and over again. It was fantastic. But by the time they get to like body number 3, they're just like, another one? Really? Oh, for Christ, get the rope. God's sake. Which is just really cool. I just thought it was really funny. The daughter has a slide plot. a side plot as well, where she meets this guy. She meets a con man who basically is dressed in a naval officer's uniform, who then is like, he just spouts nothing but bullshit in this entire film. Complete bullshit. He's related to the Queen of England, and he's like a secret agent, and his whole character is just wacky and messed up as well. There are not that many characters in this, so when you get these little odd characters show up, there is another odd character that adds to the surrealism of the film. I don't know his name, but he's like a TV presenter. Basically, they watch TV sometimes, and he's always on it, but he plays every single person on each channel that they watch, and it's just really, really strange. And obviously I'm watching this with subtitles on, and it kind of freaks me out because there's a point where he's dressed as a woman who's singing, and they're all just like, yeah, that's normal, totally normal, same dude, but that's a woman, clearly. It's so not. And he's singing, and the subtitles just kept coming up with the words "dem bones," and I for a second just for a second was thinking, is he singing "Them Bones" by Alice in Chains? I don't think he wasn't, but it just kept saying "dem bones," "dem bones," and I was like, that's weird in itself. I wonder if that's the actual English translation. I don't know. Can someone, if anyone speaks Japanese, watch that clip and tell me if that's true representation of what that guy's saying? Because that's really weird. Okay, yeah, so that is the happiness of the Katakuris. They're trying to make their B&B work. They have people showing up and fucking dying, and it's creepy, and it's funny, and it's just surreal, and it's extremely hard to explain because it's not like a set plot, if that makes sense. It's a collection of scenes and wacky things that our characters, you know, have happened to them. Like I said, there is some claymation in this, and the claymation is fucking terrifying. It really is. I don't know if it's just me or if it's just claymation in general, but I don't seem to like it when the Japanese do it, because they really make it scary. But yeah, apart from that, I really enjoyed this. I think you should all watch it. You should all pick it up. I'm sure you can get this shit pretty cheap. But yeah, I think you should all see this. Just to say you've seen it, okay? Because I got a kick out of this. But yeah, okay, I've rambled too long. I will see you guys next week. Bye.